Alright, hi guys, we have a GW production here and we're bringing you coverage of a T8 Frontlines game between GW and Task Force 77. My name's Tom Bay 777, I'm here with Mugiwara 101 and we'll be
Hello.
commentating on this game for you. Hi Muggy.
Hello. So this game, TF77, I've heard of him before. I know two players, I think. I definitely know Palka. He's a nice guy. I've talked to him before, played with him in BF1 Team UK. He's a good player. I'm sure his team will be good, so it's probably gonna be a challenge for GW on this match. And yeah, the map's Amiens it's gonna be difficult as well since the positioning and all that with the tactics. But with that warm-up round that GW had with that in-house scrim, I think it should be sufficiently warmed up and ready for this next game, and probably take the advantage of that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely, and just before we get into it, I'll just say make sure you get subscribed to our YouTube channel if you want future coverage of our streams. We've been having loads going on lately. We have an in-house rush tournament, competitive frontlines and stuff, and yeah, tonight we'll be bringing you more coverage of that. So we hope you enjoy it. And it looks like we're getting underway here, but it appears GW have spawned while TF77 haven't.
TF77 haven't for some reason.
Maybe PB
Well,
send
they're
a
loading in now.
maybe PB send a redeploy order quick if they see it. Oh no, they're in.
And
They're
I
in.
think, yeah. A little bit of a late start there for TF77.
Yeah, for sure.
Boundaries with a triple already. Wow.
Yeah, good stuff from Burn Trees there actually, and already we've got the points being contested, which is good to see. And
Definitely.
yeah, I'm not too familiar with Task Force 77, Muggy. You said you knew a few things about them, or you're familiar with them.
I've heard of them definitely. As this was a while back, probably a couple of months ago. I met one of their players, probably even leader, Pelka. He was a decent player, good assaulter. So I'm sure his team's obviously going to be at the same standard, if not better. So
Yeah. No, it should be a good game here, and we just witnessed a really impressive game between our own guys, an in-house frontlines game. It believes that there's been a substitute within the game. Only the Brave made it in on time, so that allowed Battery, who was filling in, to step out.
Kali just got a quad with his tank there. I'm not really sure what to say about that. I mean, GG Kali.
yeah, Kali is
just goes to show how important the vehicle is in frontlines and how we shouldn't really underestimate it.
Yeah, definitely. He had a really good round in the last game with that tank, and it just showed then. GW already taking the C flag very early on, less than 2 minutes into the game, and suddenly TF77 are up against it on Bravo. But they have a really good presence there, so hopefully they can bounce back pretty quick.
GW is making the flank round to the back of Bravo, but it only seems to be Tita Tommy. He's taking on 2 people. Can he get the third? No, he's taken by Stone or Pelka even.
Yeah,
Pelka there with his tank.
What's interesting as well is we have a howitzer tank going on here. Variant versus the light flanker, and the howitzer is going to win that every time. And look at that, he's just annihilated their tank. I think it's interesting that Caddy uses the howitzer rather than the flanker. I mean, when I use the light tank, I like the flanker for its anti-infantry use. But the howitzer has got that LMG attached to it, the MG, and it does have that extra firepower, although he got shut down there.
Which have TF holding out by himself, Slim with a double kill, a triple kill even.
Rufus knuckling down on Bravo here, TF77 bouncing back. Joseph gets the ghost spawn on Rufus and picks him up. So a little bit of GW presence left behind, and they're looking good on this right side with Sliminol coming through those 2 doors.
A great use of smoke here by GW while they're pushing onto the com. And they're pushing with extreme force here, just explosions going off everywhere, and just a huge push there by TF and Sliminol, finishing off the rest of TF77 on the flag.
Yeah, they squad wiped that unit there, and it was almost a team wipe. Great response there from TF77 though, as they come back in. Burntrees gets shut down, and the guys who are on ground level on Bravo, they're getting cut to pieces. Low here, still up. Yeah, he gets shut down as well. Champ goes down. Tita Tommy makes a nice flank on the outside there. Kali X coming in behind as well.
Oh my god, man, the combat here is just savage. That was just savage.
Squad wipes on each side there. GW essentially come out on top, and look at Tita Tommy here leading the line. He is running out ahead. He's eager for kills there. Meets the squad though, takes one, gets shut down.
I really am quite shocked at the rate at which TF77 are being dropped here by GW. They're putting up a good fight, but they can't seem to get their positioning correct on Amiens. I mean, it's a tough map to get your positioning right, especially with an experienced team like GW, who have played quite a few scrims on Frontlines here. But,
yeah, and they warmed up before in a very exciting fought game. For anyone watching or any new subscribers, be sure to check out the last stream we had, which was our in-house T8 Frontlines. One of the best games we've ever had the chance to stream, really. It came down to the last 10 seconds, so be sure to check that out. As for this game, GW have taken Bravo. They're going to be pushing Alpha. We did see this in the last game, so there may be a chance for a TF77 fight back here. Let's hope so. Keep the game nice and tight.
This game looks to be quite tight with some excellent squad play from GW. TF77 are sticking together, but they can't seem to get the kills.
No, for sure. I mean, looking at the scoreboard now, TO Champ 10 for 1, Sliminol 9 for 1, Tita Tommy 8 for 2, Cali X 11 for 3. Phenomenal performances from the GW lads here, who are really asserting their authority and just showing their ability, to be honest, mate.
I'm looking at Tita Tommy here and Tio Champ, the two of them holding down against the squad coming in here on just one flank, and they're trusting their squad mates to hold other flanks, you know? And it's really good trusting their squad, trusting the team, really, which is leading them to hold their ground.
I mean, that's a red key kill feed right there. Tita Tommy was just mowing them down, and even only the Brave there, even though he wasn't necessarily the main man, he's 5 for 0, and he just popped a couple guys from distance there. On those revives, gets all his guys back up.
Loser and User from TF77 getting Kali. He's making a push, but we're taken out by only the Brave. And
yeah, no, really.
It doesn't be contested here on Alpha.
It is, but look at his defensive setup here from GW. Really good to watch, and you know, a few times in the last game, Slim and Low got the momentum and they got pushed back, and they've learned their lesson. It seems they've actually, which is what community and house games are all about, you know, learning.
Yeah.
And look at Joseph here, he's already on Alpha. Uncontested, there's just no TF77 presence, and they're actually back in their spawn. That's a team wipe.
Yep.
It's just allowed GW to go shot.
It's just a steamroll here from GW from this point on. I mean, I think TF77 are on the back foot and we need to get pushing forward, getting those kills and holding their ground.
Yeah, and both MComs have been armed here. GW do play Rush a lot, and they have that Rush experience, especially towards the end of a frontline game.
Yeah.
And you know, TF77 really struggling for a foothold right now, but he's lovely effort for the disarm here from Liquid Snake. He needs to get on that. Picks up Nostaway. Someone get on that disarm.
Wow.
And they were too busy
double
reviving.
kill by Tita Tommy on that combat, saving the objective from being disarmed. Bravo just about to go with no TF77 in sight, and there we have the end of the round.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Welcome to the Streamlight.
yeah, I mean, that was some pretty insane play from GW. That was, you know, maybe momentum from the last game, warmed up with the gunplay, but 16 for 2, 8 for 0, 16 for 3, 11 for 3, 14 for 6, you know, just for, I think nearly everybody in GW's lineup there had a minimum 2 KD, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Still, early days, it's only the first round, and
obviously,
you know, they did have that warm up, you know.
Yeah, exactly. This could be TF77 just slowly getting into the game and working out what to do in this next round. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do next round, and it's gonna be interesting to see whether GW gets too overconfident and pushes maybe too hard and gets wiped. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that little pre-match we had just before, I think that's maybe something that we should start looking into for a lot of our matches, because there's something I've, you know, from past experience, my own personal experience, and from watching others play, is, you know, Muggy, you know yourself, in those long rush battles, you know, the first round can be a bit shaky, but once people have settled in, You know, the second round can be a lot stronger, and I think with the sort of little in-house scrim we had before this match, I think that really helped. So it might be something to put in the blueprints.
Definitely, I think a warm up before a game is always needed, and if you don't do that, you're really cutting yourself out of a great opportunity to be better during the match. And warm your fingers up because usually they're quite cold. You can't get the movements right, and you tend to mess up quite a bit. So it's best to do that in the place where it doesn't count, and make sure you're doing right when it does count. You know, 5 seconds, I believe, till start the round. That's what it says on my.
Yep, it does look like the teams have sorted themselves out. So we should be seeing the game get underway shortly.
Amiens a beautiful map, but a hard one to fight over, that's for sure. And the round has started. Both teams are now spawning in. GW with a strong start, bringing in their vehicle ASAP.
Yeah, the vehicle is, as we said, such a big tool, especially on a map like Amiens. Not many Frontlines maps have vehicles, actually, I don't believe. Like, well, whether not many, there's plenty without. But it kind of just shows that if you have someone who's handy in the tank, it can make a big difference. Good start from GW on their side. They're pushing up nicely on that left flank, securing those buildings. They take out any UK TF77 resistance.
They seem to have secured their side of their buildings and holding back TF77 on one building on TF77 side. So strong start here by GW once again.
Yeah, no, they've got a real nice position here, and I mean Cali there on that point, like on that right side, he's just stopping any of their team pushing up. You know, there's another squad wipe there, unfortunately, for TF77.
Cali's tank just being the sentry overlooking the whole battlefield.
Yeah.
He senses danger or any movement, he just shoots, you know. He's really just keeping TF77 on their toes, which is really good. Really good for GW.
Yeah, I mean, people are, you know, when it comes to Battlefield, I feel, and especially Battlefield 1, some people are very critical about how powerful armor can be.
Yeah.
But I think in some respects it's what's kind of good for the game in terms of, you know, let's look at it from a kind of more immersive scenario. If you were infantry, you're not expected to stand a chance against armor, so therefore, you know, I feel like they reflect that really well. And armor is really something to fear.
Yeah, exactly. It really makes you, it forces you to play as a squad, play as a team, to take down the vehicle, take down the thing that's hindering you and your team. So I think it really builds on that team squad play element that DICE has really gone for, you know. It's definitely going to be a great addition to the incursions as well. I think it'll make the game more interesting and build a squad play. Wow, Kali with 5.
Is that 5?
What?
Yeah,
5 kills. 5 kills.
And he gets another. Oh wow! I was just thinking then, you know, TF77 pushed up really nicely as a squad, but they were just bunched up, and
that's a team wipe.
Maybe that shows how the it's a bit heavy howitzer variant. I believe that's the name of it.
I think it's the default. The default.
No, because it's got the LMG. The default has the shotgun, like you've got the kind of heavy firing round and then a shotgun style round. The LMG
that's the flanker. That's the flanker variant. You got the default, you got the flanker, and then you got the howitzer, the one which you can't turn the turret around 360.
Yeah, I believe that's the one he's using. We'll see if he does.
Luncheon lad from TF77 is using the howitzer.
But I mean, that LMG there is
Kylie's gonna go down.
Yeah, look at the howitzer's power there. That's a good response. So the default version there though was lethal, and it just shows that maybe the flanker, while useful, doesn't have that killing power, you know. Yeah. So this has been a tank on tank battle so far in this round, and good to see TF77 there taking Delta.
TF77 taking Delta.
Oh yeah, no, I thought they had. Sorry, that was
no, they haven't.
My bad. That was GW taking Delta, pushing TF77 back. Yeah, my mistake.
It's alright, it always happens.
Yeah.
Joseph Joseph coming in. Wow, double kill by Joseph. Spotted by TF getting the final kill on loser and user.
Yeah,
Excellent play. Tito Tommy taking this as Alaska's tags. He's not going to be happy.
Oh, brilliant play. Well,
that's actually a signature move that GW does. They love to take tags of the enemies that they strip it. So
yeah, there's a bit of I don't know, there's a pride about it, or you know, a bit of an insult.
Definitely pride about it. You get your tags taken, you basically made a bitch by that person who's taking your tags. You know.
Yeah. TF77 trying to fight back. Nostal even has made a nice push up into Echo, and what he needs to do here is he's playing it smart. He's run upstairs. I think he's trying to knuckle down, but only the Brave is already on him.
Wow!
And there he goes.
Down. Oh, go spawn here, but it was taken up by Slim. Great squad play there by GW.
And you know, it's a bit painful in terms of saying this, but there is a brutal scoreboard here for GW. 15 for 1 for Cali, T8 9 for 1, Seminole 10 for 2, Tito Tommy 10 for 2. You're looking at KDs of 15, 9, 5. It's pretty 3.5, you know. Very convincing.
Actually, it looks like GW has lost a player.
Yeah, TF77 need to capitalize on this, try and make it count, although they are being pushed back onto their MCOMs. So, and unfortunately they're you know, they're struggling to get a foothold here. Although you've got to compliment, I think GW are playing extremely well. As much as TF77 maybe haven't warmed up, look at this push coming from GW here, running up towards Alpha. And instantly they push through the center of the map, and they've just split off into 2 alternative squads. One's going straight for Alpha, one's fanning out the line.
I really like how they're using they're taking advantage of the fact that the environment is destructive, and they've blown up walls in order to get into Alpha, made it more accessible to them and their team. So that's obviously a great choice, and they've armed both. That's a double arm here for GW. The TF77 still on the back foot.
That was a lesson that could have been learned in the first map. They got a double arm off, and they've done it again here. Now I feel TF77 needs to just bunch up and throw everyone at one point. You know, don't try to go for both and get caught out. You know.
But it seems to be too late. I mean, Alpha. Oh wait, no, we actually have Stone over.
Great play from Stone.
Joseph find him and get him first.
He gets it over, and he drops Joseph. Phenomenal from Stone over. What kept his team in the game there. Cali is lurking though, and we know what he's been like. And Cali goes down. Stone over here is on the play of the game. Tito Tommy takes him out finally.
The Brave coming in, gets the pickup.
And gets Tito. They didn't get their Liquid Snake needs to get a spawn off him. They got to get on their Alpha MCOM really fast again.
Slim taking down Liquid Snake. This is Alaska under suppression, but he looks like he might be going down to T8 now. Or not, he managed to make it. What? How is he alive?
Wow. And he's done another as well.
Donova coming in around the back again. He's making the flank. He's going into Alpha now, but he's going to get taken down by Tito Tommy.
Very isolated there. And the revives still working a treat for GW here. They're just picking each other up.
Definitely.
And I hate to say it, but there's a spawn trap now, which is pretty brutal spawn trap here. And I believe that'll be that. Yep.
That is the end of the match. That's a overwhelming victory there for Team GW.
Cali 20 for 2, Slim and Low 21 for 3.
I believe that was 28 points altogether for GW.
Yep, that was a 28-0, unfortunately. And you know, whether that was a case of warming up beforehand in a very high stakes competitive game, because you know our in-house game, the winner was set to play TF77, which is why we saw Slim and Low's team go up against him rather than Rio's, and because of that, there is an element of pride. I feel, you know, people. It's good to see people want to represent GW, and they really did it convincingly then. You know,
really good job. So where to next?
I don't know if they're playing another round of Amiens. I believe that is the only one in circulation on this server. Whether TF77 will want to go again, I guess we're waiting to hear back from that. But yeah, what do you think was the difference there, Muggy? I mean,
well, I'm going to be brutally honest. There was a difference in gun skill, and GW just overwhelmingly beating them in every single gunfight. You know, whether it was squad on one or squad on squad. GW was just kept winning them and winning them and winning them. They were always pushing. The medics obviously on it, keeping their guys alive, healing them, pushing forwards. You know, getting the momentum going and just capitalizing on that and capitalizing on the lack of morale, I guess it seemed, that TF77 had, which is a shame really because that was over quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean that looks like that's game, set, and match there, to be honest, and I'm not surprised. But you know, TF77 can walk away and learn from the experience, I think. But you've got to say that from the GW perspective, that was a flawless victory, and you
Yeah,
know,
of course.
frighteningly efficient. You know, it just shows that you know the ability among some of the guys. They had a tight game beforehand, but they've just come out and you know every department they were just stronger. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So, would you mind telling us where you can catch up on more content and uh,
So yeah, obviously we have our GW Guerrilla Warfare YouTube page that you can subscribe to, which is what we were
That
streaming this on.
that was
We have a
easy.
dis. Yeah, Callie, we're just wrapping up the stream, man. Well played, though. But yeah, you know, you can cover more on the YouTube channel. Make sure you get subscribed to that. We have our Discord, which can be found in the channel description and the video description as well. And to contact us, you can get in touch at guerrillawarfarebf1@gmail.com as well. And yeah,
it's an open
basically,
community, all
it's an open
welcome,
gaming
regardless
community,
of
you know.
skill,
Totally.
and everything else really. No politics, just playing games, having fun, getting along really. And
Yeah, we're not just about
yeah,
Battlefield. We play all sorts of games, and you know, we have a big platoon for our Battlefield players, which allows us to play competitively. But if you're interested in joining our community, just get in touch. You know, we're always opening the doors to new members, and tonight we're really giving a lot of our new guys a good chance. So
yeah.
yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we hope you enjoyed our streams.